Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the very last Singing River live COVID update of 2020.
Too bad me and Marnita, we would do it again, but this is it. This is the last one for 2020. So hasta la vista 2020.
Yes.
On to 2021.
And even though it's a brand new year just around the corner, we're still in this fight against COVID-19, which we thank you guys, of course, for tuning in, sharing these videos, and all the education and kudos that we've put out to our community and our team members over the last 9-10 months now.
Yep.
But we still got some fight left in us.
We do.
And I know that Lee, unfortunately, has some high news to share as far as where we're at with numbers.
So the stats today aren't real good. We've got 82 in-house today, a new high. Interesting, we'd end the year at a new high, but it is what it is. Our people are tough and it's challenging, but we're handling it. We've got very few ICU beds available, but the blessing of having a third property in Gulfport and being able to all the three hospitals working together to help co-manage resources has helped a little bit. But it's a challenge right now. We've got 25 people in ICU beds with COVID, and 12 of those are on the vent. So it's not a great situation. It's better than it was earlier in the year, being we know how to fight this a little better. Some folks were able to beat it with the outpatient treatment. The bamlanivimab is helping, and the Regeneron that's helping keep some people out of the hospital. But it's a challenge right now, and our people have risen up to it for sure.
Yes, and also we have people who are in our hospital getting procedures, who are having babies who are COVID positive. Right. Our mission doesn't stop just because you have COVID. We're able to take care of those individuals safely and effectively, just like anybody else.
Right. Heart attacks and strokes and all the other emergencies, they don't stop. Our emergency room is full right now, but everybody is working their butt off. I'm so proud of the nurses and doctors and technicians and everybody who's working hard down there. And 2020, interestingly, was called the Year of the Nurse, celebrate nurses. And thank God for them. They've done a great job this year. And in fact, today, how fitting it is the actual birthday of our Chief Nursing Officer, Susie Russell. So happy birthday, Susie. We're glad you were born.
Very much
and
so.
A special shout out to you and all the nurses, especially today on the ending for us of the Year of the Nurse. So thanks for saving the world.
Absolutely. And so, the vaccine, that was a big thing to come out in 2020. I know that for a while, people didn't think it was even possible. We received the 975 from Pfizer, which I think we're giving out our last dose today to all of our employees who wanted it. And tomorrow morning, we'll get the first phase of the Moderna vaccine, 1,000 of them that the state allocated to us. Lee, how's that going? And who will those go to now that we're all vaccinated?
So it's going very well. Very proud of all of our team. We had people everywhere from phlebotomy to the IT team and everybody helping coordinate the effort. It was absolutely seamless.
Yes.
I got mine today, and I will tell you
save the best for last.
Yeah, and no, don't even have a sore arm, but we've had 0 reports of any side effects, and we believe it's safe, and we encourage people to continue to get it. The next batch will be focused on community healthcare, people that are in healthcare entities that aren't part of the health system itself, that are out in the community, like urgent cares and private practices and places like that. So we'll begin distributing that to them immediately. And then right behind them will be the long-term care home residents, not just the providers, but the residents. And then hopefully in that same vein will be the first responders and emergency management personnel. We still don't have all the details yet from the state on how that's going to be distributed. We did hear today that there is some optimism that they may be able to distribute to vulnerable people, people that are older with comorbidities.
75 or older with the comorbidities.
Sometime in January. So let's hope that happens. Can't come soon enough.
And we'll be ready to receive them and administer them at all of our clinics when we do have that ability. And so New Year's coming up. And we haven't just quite yet seen what the Christmas gatherings will do to the numbers. We're already at a new peak. What is your message for New Year's?
So a little concerned. I mean, obviously, it's pretty predictable after a holiday. People get together in their houses and in social gatherings is when it spreads. If people would just go to work, it wouldn't spread as much. I say that all the time. But if you go to dowhatiktakes.org, we've got some pointers there. And as we said earlier today, party responsibly.
Yes.
I mean, the best thing would be to avoid more interactions than you need to have.
Right,
But we
no
understand the world can't stop and people are going to get out
Yes,
there.
we're ready to get rid of 2020 just as much as everyone else is.
Exactly. And so if you are going to go out there, do those same things we talk about. If you're out if you're a young person and you just can't resist, you're going to go out to a bar where it's loud, you're going to tend to get in people's face and get closer to them. And when you do that, your spit particles will spread. That's the main way COVID spreads, is through conversations when people are close talking. So try to avoid that.
Right.
Wash your filthy hands. If you grab someone else's drink or they hand you the drink and they had COVID on them and then you touch your face, that's another way you get COVID.
To drink responsibly is to have your own glass or your own bottle of champagne that you're not sharing with anybody else. I think that'll be a number one way to keep yourself safe.
Right. And mainly, don't be an oblivious spreader. If you feel slightly ill,
Please
stay home and stay away from your friends and especially your family, because that is a primary way it spreads.
And
people have slight symptoms and they go out anyway.
And if they're your true friends, they will be more than happy to, while you stay home, while they're out partying responsibly, they could always Zoom
FaceTime.
or FaceTime. As simple as that. You don't have to miss out on all the fun just because you're ill. And let's roll into 2021 strong.
Let's get it going. But dowhatit takes.org, it's got those pointers again and some other things talking about, taking care of yourself, your own health, and also being selfless, taking care of others. So
Absolutely.
Check it out.
All right. So 2020 is almost behind us. What are you reflecting on right now as we take a turn into 2021?
So for me, 2020, it was a tough year. It was certainly one of the toughest years, but I like to focus on the positives and the silver lining, thankful things.
The positivity.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot has come out of it. It showed how strong Americans are and the resilience, the ingenuity, a vaccine developed at warp speed that is safe and effective, testing capabilities that help identify it quicker. I believe that has saved a lot of people. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good things that have happened in the midst of this tragedy, in that it's also shown the best people have risen to the top. The people who are the most selfless, you've seen that in people. You've seen the good in the best people. And probably, Sarah, more than anything, what I've seen is the respect I have for our people who are working so hard on the front line to save the world. There's no possible way I can convey what happens down in the ICU or the ER or med-surg or the clinics and all these places where they're taking care of people, not just here, but everywhere in America, especially here. I see it and I feel it, and I'm so proud of them. I would say, if anything, 2020 has shown how awesome our people are.
Yes, and how strong.
Strong.
Singing River strong. And, we made it this far. Yes, we may have another hill to climb as we enter into 2021 after, all the gatherings and, like you said, seasonal things going around. But our team, they made it this far and they are strong and they'll get us through this.
They will. They're tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be like them. Be selfless. Yes. Be Singing River strong.
Do what it takes. dowhatit takes.org. Stay Singing River strong, and we'll see you in 2021.